Cue the fireworks. The news continues to be fantastic in the housing market. Yes, in the residential housing market, we keep getting good news out there, but in the commercial real estate market, ouch, it is getting very ugly. That's all today on Real Estate Daily. Welcome everyone. My name is Troy, and every day we go over the latest news in real estate, housing, and the mortgage market. Now, before we jump into it, if you're a buyer or a seller, guess what we have for you? Something special. Today, and today only, go down below, hit the link, and you will get a free buyer or seller's guide. Now, I know a lot of buyers are on the sidelines, and we know even more sellers are on the sidelines. There's nothing you can do until we see rates go down. Now, buyers, I'm going to have something special for you tomorrow. If you're looking for rates in the fours, I got the people that are going to get you those rates. So tune in tomorrow and see how you can get a rate in the fours right now. All right, let's jump right into it. Housing market inventory, this is in the insider, housing market inventory keeps declining, and that's bad news for home buyers. Yesterday, I went live on What's a Mortgage on Instagram, and men said there was only 530,000 active properties in the United States, closing in the all-time lows. We're in the season to buy homes, and the discouragingness of this whole market is so bad. It's not the Fed raising rates, guys. But that might help, but it might actually hinder. It is that nobody wants to sell their homes. The two reasons why people are selling their homes here in California is number one, of age issues, meaning that I'm moving down, I'm downsizing, or I'm moving into a house, or unfortunately, I'm going to use the word death. The second reason is I want to get the beep out of here because I'm tired of California and the way the state has been run into the ground. I can take my equity and I can buy a all cash home in a much better state, Texas, Florida, Tennessee, Nevada, Arizona. That's people are flooding into Colorado, not somewhat Colorado, but Utah. Those are states, the destination states I see people going into the most. All right, let's jump into it. Now, we all know commercial real estate is collapsing. It's $21 trillion. It is a complete nightmare. Two reasons why the Fed Chairman Powell is actually a little bit focused on commercial real estate. Well, number one, when you raised rates, you hurt all the banks, especially smaller banks and banks that are regional. Well, what does that mean, Troy? Wow, what does that have to do with anything? It has to do with everything. The majority of commercial real estate lenders are smaller banks, and they have a lot more closer ties to the actual communities when they loan. Well, right now, since people are pulling money out of the bank because there's no trust in the banking system because Jerome Powell and the blue team that's sitting in the government, there's just not a whole lot of lending, and there's no lending. What does that mean? Ouch, it is bad for business. And so people are exiting, banks are not loaning on it. Then you have the zombie cities. Thank you very much, Gavin Newsom, for San Francisco and Los Angeles. Zombie cities. Businesses are just leaving the cities like crazy because they're run into the ground, into no man's land. And these are going to become zombie cities. I think San Francisco will be the first zombie city out there where commercial real estate will be so decimated that they're just going to go, here, bank, take back the property. We've already seen that happen in several different big blocks there in San Francisco. They're just literally handing back the whole block to the lender themselves. And you say, you don't have to foreclose on me. I'm going to hand it back to you. You deal with it. I don't want to deal with all the city ordinances that are out of control. All right, so let's jump into some little bit of fluff here. This is the state of real estate right now. If you want to get out of California, what do you got to do to get out of California? Well, Sylvester Stallone and Adele got into it, and it took a special moment in which Sylvester Stallone had to give up a really precious piece of memorabilia for him. It says Adele purchased Sylvester Stallone's Beverly Park mansion on one unusual condition. Guys, what is that unusual condition? Well, let's read about it here. It says that, it says, when Oscar nominee sold luxurious 21 square foot home to Grammy winner in February 2022. Why did you sell it in February 2022? Well, because you didn't want to pay the city tax. Yes, the extraordinary city tax. Just like everybody leaving California should be a new movie. Says the Rocky and Creed star revealed Monday in a Wall Street Journal that the Hello singer, Adele, agreed to buy the property on one unique condition. She insisted that the bronze statue of Rocky Balboa remain at the home. This is crazy. So the mansion tax that the city caused, what Governor Newsom has done to the state, we're just seeing people leave. Sylvester Stallone left his prized treasure, the bronze statue of Rocky Balboa. This is crazy. I continue to see people do crazy things just to get out of the state. It is so interesting. What a nightmare this has turned into. And to stay on the little bit of political grandstanding that I'm on, says in Orange County Register, the biggest survey of homeless Californians in decades shows why many are on the streets. You got it. Gavin Newsom, winner, ding, 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 ding. Yes, it looks like you've increased the utilities, you've increased the price of almost everything across the board here in California, that so many more people are not being able to afford it, pushing them on the streets. They can't afford the rents. We know that in 2021, the number one state that people left was California. Now, we haven't seen the numbers for 2022, but it got to be there in California as well. We also know that we have the highest state sales tax. We have some of the highest, we have the highest gas tax in the nation. Guys, we're just being taxed to death. And yes, both those taxes were increased under Gavin Newsom. I still, why is this guy being, back in power? I think that, there's a whole different reasons why, but I don't think it has to do with people voting for him, because I don't think people are voting for him personally, because this is a nightmare. Homeless has hit all-time highs, and they're not making any more money, pushing them into the streets, which then takes them unemployed. Here is the biggest example of it. Every state in the United States has had unemployment less than 2020 prior to C-19, okay? Every state except for one, California. The unemployment rate is higher today than it is pre-pandemic levels. Why? Because you get paid to be in the poverty line here by the state of California. They want to keep you impoverished and then tell you that they're doing a great job to get you out of it. That's why we need to have a change in this state. It's ridiculous. All right, so let's jump into the rates here. Kind of flat, but hey, it's good to see red across the board. Jumbo, and I've said this many, many times with jumbo, if you're looking to get a jumbo loan, the number one thing here is to talk to a loan officer, but make sure you have an educated loan officer. Yesterday, it went up 22 basis points. Today, it went down 33 basis points. If you lock on the wrong day, it's going to be a nightmare. And anyone else listening to me right now, tune in to me tomorrow. I'm going to give you how you can get sub-5 rates. Okay, sub-5 rates on a purchase, whether it be owner-occ or, drumroll please, investment. Holy shnikes. You tune in tomorrow. Talk to you later.